Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Brian, and welcome back to Little Green Girl. We're about to see if Kristina is going to answer Roma's call. I'm excited. Let's see if she actually answers. Finally, I popped on my bed and dialed her number. Do you think he's being a little desperate? I don't know. I'm just curious to see what you people think. She didn't pick up for a while. I even thought of hanging up, but suddenly a surprised voice answered with, "Hello? Kristina, this is Roman. I promised to call you since I didn't give you my number." "Oh, Roma, yes. I thought you forgot." No, how could I? Hey, she actually answered. Look at that. How cool is that? We're off to a good start already, people. I was even thinking about calling you myself, but I didn't want to seem desperate. Wait, what? Roma, I am the class monitor. I already have all the phone numbers. Now, so that'll deflate anybody's sale. But you didn't have his number. I remembered how I filled the papers while transferring to the school. Yeah, right. Only it wouldn't be fun, you know. Are you busy at the moment? We can talk. Yeah, I wanted to ask if you're free to talk too. Oh yes, I have this perfect talking mood right now. And we're both lucky. I have tons of free time. Tell me now, where'd you disappear after classes? Ah, that's a whole story to tell. It turned out there was this peculiar charm in small talks. Kristina stayed at school after classes to visit the teacher's office, and then her father took her home. That was the reason we didn't meet each other. We talked about our studies, about music, about our plans for the week. Also, about how it's difficult to be an older brother and how it's great to have a younger sister. When I checked the time, it was surprisingly past 11 p.m. Wow. Tell me about small talk. How time flies. See you tomorrow? Sure thing. Have a good night. And say hi to your sister. Will do. I checked the living room. The TV set was still on. Translated some kind of a stupid show. Muted though. Anya pushed her plush tiger to the floor and was sleeping peacefully on the sofa. A couple of years ago, I was able to just carry her to the bed in her sleep. But now it would be difficult to not wake her up. What a little cutie pie. Oh my god. I brought a blanket and a pillow from her room, got her a bit more comfortable, and turned the TV set off. Well, good night then. Anya mumbled something, turned around, and continued sleeping. I got back to my own room, laid down on the bed, and spoke to the robot since there was no one else to speak to. "So it goes, Snowball. It's all because of you. I'll buy you your personal charging cable tomorrow. Good enough, you six-legged snout." Whether it was an answer to my question or it was a coincidence, but the spider robot produced a series of jingly sounds and turned its lights off. No first lesson today. I was so ready to sleep longer. But then Kristina called. No chances. My sister was probably even trying to not make so much noise, but she failed. And I was desperately trying to go back to sleep. I failed too. Finally, I went to the bathroom. Hot water, cold water, hot water again. And I felt less sleepy. And even started singing while still in my head. I didn't care that my singing is awful, and I couldn't remember neither the tune nor the right words. Haha. Roma, for the love of... Roma, please. I understand now. I was a very bad sister, but please, stop torturing my poor little ears. The composer is turning in his grave listening to your song. Look who's... Okay. I slipped and greeted the bathroom tile on the wall with my forehead. Luckily, there was a towel that softened the bump. Oh, Anya ouched behind the door and went silent. She hesitatingly started talking again after a minute or so. Roma? Romic? Are you fine? You alright, right? What was that swearing for? I'm fine, yeah, fine enough. Bumped my head, though. Phew, right. You bumped your head when you were little. Also, your singing sucks. Anya laughed with noticeable relief. Be careful. I'll go boil this water. And you just try to drop dead in there. I think he's not that bad. Who am I kidding? I suck. To be fair, hers sucks too. It's even worse than mine. I shouldn't say that though. Not right now. Or she might go and pour some chili into my coffee. She's way too easily offended when it's about her sense of pitch. I drank my coffee in the best of moods. My head was hurting a little, but I watched Anya perking herself up before school with the purest joy. Anya glanced at me once or twice before asking, Romka, why are you beaming with joy? Am I? Can you tell? I just had the best time with Kristina last night. It was like I was in heaven. Oh, youthful days. Oh, I can tell. Your face is gonna crack in halves with such a huge smile on yours. Not to mention your bathroom singing. She frowned and made a wry face. You shouldn't have butted in. It was really tough to ignore. What happened though? Did they cancel your exams for this year or what? I wish. Nah. Just, I'm in a good mood, aren't you? Ah, I get it now. You talked to someone yesterday on your phone. It was rather late too. Who was that? Kristina, she called. Christy? She called you? You have to be head over heels right now, aren't you? Well, not her. She probably was crying over her decision to call you 5 minutes into the conversation. I was too happy to feel offended, thus I only slightly slapped her lower than where her back was. You really think this is the only reason for my good mood? I am not going to answer this question without my lawyer, and also, while you still have this very cup in your hands, no way. I know you. You can throw it. She stopped to think and added, why would you throw a cup at me to begin with? I am your darling little sister. How dare you throw a coffee mug at me, you jerk? But, sure, it might not be the only reason. You know, you aren't that bad. When you don't sing. I sighed, just suddenly sipped my coffee. While at it, I noticed a big box on the floor near the entrance door. Hey, Anya, what is this? What is what? My sister glanced left and right, and even checked under the inside checked under and inside the cupboard. Damn it! Shouldn't be that hard to talk. What if that's an alien box? What if she belongs to her alien neighbors and is invisible to all except me? Who knows? It might have come here on its own volition, right? Through those funny legs they use. Came here and decided to stay and live with us, right? I mean, their robot spire thing is already living in my room. I stepped closer and apprehensively touched the box with my foot, just in case. The box stayed put. It was reacting like an ordinary cardboard box. Anya, this thing. The box. Where is it from? Oh, the box. This box. Yes. Yes. Wow. This is a box. She stared at the box as if it was the first time in her life she saw a box. I thought it's your box. She gave me an artificial laugh. Is it not? Let me just throw it away. I will throw it away. No worries. I will do it myself. I am doing it right now. Don't you worry. Why are you saying it like that? You need to stop. You're making me have a stroke here. All these words are just not meshing with me right now. Wait just a second. I pulled off the tape with which the box was sealed and checked the insides. I saw glass, several glass sheets, and some bubble wrap. It was too tempting to resist the urge. I popped four bubbles and was trying to pop the fifth one when I realized I was doing something extremely irrelevant. I felt guilt, and thus made a strict voice. Anya, what is this? Wow, glassies. She tried her best to avoid eye contact. Yes, they are. Why is there a box full of glass in our hall? Well, a little, just, I need it, alright? It's a secret. You wanted to drag the secrets of yours all the way to school? It even looks heavy. Surely I did. I only wanted to drag it down the stairs. Auntie Alexa's gonna give me a ride. Auntie Alexa? Wait, what? Let me think about it. I knew Alexa, sure, but we never even greeted each other or talked. And Anya just lets her ride her to school? Or even asks for it? The entrance door suddenly flew open and a familiar, sarcastic voice burst into our apartment. If I hear this word auntie one more time, I'll change my mind. Good morning, home folks. Anya, do I make myself clear? Yes, got it. Good morning. Hey, Roma. Since you know my secret now, can you, help me drag it downstairs? She looked at me with the puppiest of eyes and at the box. Is that a face you would say no to? Could you not say no to that face? Honestly, yes, I could. I sighed. Sure, I'll help. You are family, after all. Romka, I love you. Anya grabbed her bag and dashed down the stairs. Alexa smiled at the sight. Yeah, I, too. I turned towards the box and taped it one more time. Love myself. Alexa chuckled and gave me scissors to cut the tape I was using. She was also curious about other matters. So, there's a rumor wandering around that a positive trend can be noticed. Yesterday, you and Kristina spent a lot of time together, which is good. Also, the rumor maker informed us that you two spoke on the phone in the evening. I remember the spider robot who hid itself under my table during our conversation. That rumor maker should be aware I can get a screwdriver and then screw off all of its screws. It ruined their office. I thought Kristina's gonna faint at the sight, or gonna punch me in the face. But afterwards, well, it was a good day indeed. I smiled, picturing fond memories inside my head. How we dealt with the mess and drank coffee, and then talked, and the call, and the lack of walking home together. I'm glad to hear that. Everything's going according to plan then? I suppose so. I tried to lift the box. It was heavy, but manageable. Can you handle it? Yeah, have to make sure the glass sheets aren't gonna crack. Why does she need glass? Has Anya told you anything? She's told me, sure. It should be none of your business, though. Sounds somewhat menacing. I measured Alexa with my eyes to find something alarming, but the only thing at least slightly menacing was her long and carefully polished nails. If it was a threat, it probably wasn't about now. Alexa smiled at me with the prettiest of smiles and shook her head. Nothing of the sort. I'm just making a surprise to help you and Kristina. Nothing else is important. What kind of surprise? Patience. You'll see. That makes me nervous. Because it's probably going to be something like, something that I probably shouldn't know about. Or I'm probably going to find weird. I lost my train of thought when I picked up the bottle. Most depressing. Yana and Anya were waiting in the car. I put the box on the back seat next to my sister and nodded. See you at school. See ya. You drive carefully, okay? I mean, I somehow got used to Anya, and the glass sheets probably were expensive. Would be such a waste if... Why you... Alexa just nodded. Blech. No worries. I work as a taxi No worries, I worked as a taxi driver. I reckon my experience should be sufficient enough to drive children and a box to school. When did you... Oh, right. Later. Time is money! I went back to the apartment and checked the time. It was still early, and I had at least half an hour to spare. Oh my. A guy in a big mustache working on an engine. I'm trying to listen to what it's saying. I obviously can't understand a word of it, but curiosity is still kind of like compelling me to listen for a second or two. The apartment felt too quiet and still, and I turned on the TV to feel less anxious and lonesome. There was a TV show about auto customization, and I brought my breakfast to the living room and ate it while watching the TV. Anya would have definitely scolded me for that. She would have told our father, had asked us hundreds of times not to eat here, and that the tiny sofa might go dirty. But they don't know what I'm doing. Thus, they don't have to worry about that. Until you leave crumbs on the couch and you're fucking like, Unta! That was my attempted Russian. Nyet! Schmack. Clicking noise suddenly was heard, and a white thing jumped on the sofa. I recognized a six-legged robotic spear. Hey, mister, aren't you venturing too far beyond your boundaries? What if someone sees you if you're gonna jump around on the sofas like this? The robot squatted down for a moment, as if expecting I would smack it with a book again. But I didn't move, and it settled. Fine. You may sit here. Want to watch TV? With the things we Earthlings liquefy our brains and take our minds off of our problems. Also, we learn news from TV, sometimes. I reached out my hand and touched the robot's smooth body frame. Look what I've come to. Talk to aliens, hardware. That's how lonely I am. My sister doesn't count, right? What about a cat? Why not? Stasia has, like, a flock of cats. A clutch of cats? A clutter of cats? Doesn't matter. She'll surely give me one. Or two. The episode of the TV show was boring. I decided to stop watching how they changed brake pads and other parts of an old Mercedes and watch the music channel instead. It was immediately a lot more fun. Three well-padded gals danced away, their feet jump into a tune and screaming some nonsense that sounded like a kid skipping rhyme. My ears weren't pleased, but my eyes looked like what they saw a lot. Leslie, what's Kristina gonna say when she sees you watching this stuff? To my surprise, the channels suddenly started flipping themselves. In 5 seconds, there was a mustache guy on the screen again. He was working with car parts. Let your little spider boys going ahead and changing the channels on him. I checked the remote. Might be a stuck button. No. I flipped the channel again and I flipped the channel again and wanted to continue my breakfast. But as soon as I picked a nice bit of meat with a fork, the channels flipped themselves again. We need new remote control. I'll tell Dan as soon as he's back home. I could probably buy it myself sooner, but he'll be upset. He likes electronics and e-stores so much. He'll probably say I bought something dumb. Better to wait a little and tell him. I put away the remote control and stepped towards the TV set, and I chose the music channel, pressing the buttons on the front panel. But when I sat down, the car show was on the screen again. Damn it, man. I turned to face a six-legged abomination of alien technology and knocked at its frame. These are your doings, right? The robot beeped almost tenderly and stared at the screen. There was a bald guy covered with tattoos from head to toe, who was attaching a monitor display into the roof of the car from the inside. The alien suit saw how I reached my hand to grab the remote again, and snatched it right out from under my nose. I dashed after it as it ran away to the entrance hall, but there was no remote control. The robot just sat there honking gently. Where'd you put it, you little sorrowful pack of legs? What's your name? Snowball? Look, Anya's gonna want to watch TV in the evening, and she won't see the remote and will be upset. So give it back, or I won't buy you batteries. The robot mewed at me in a tragic tone and got the remote from my dad's slipper. That's a good boy. Now we can go back. I never thought it was possible to make such a heartbreaking noise like the one that the robot suddenly made when I took the remote. Fine, you can watch your cars. Had to wash the dishes. I just left the robot on the sofa where he sat and watched the car parts showed on the screen and made the happiest little noises. An alien gadget, humiliating a human in his own apartment. What a time to be alive. I wanted to meet Kristina on my way to school, but no luck. Yana got to school before me along with my sister. The girl I was fond of was nowhere to be seen. Had to go to school all alone, not counting the robot that got into my bag and curled into a ball there. I tried to take him out, but Snowball was very persistent and repeatedly wriggled his way into my bag. In the end, I just freed him some space in the side pocket. Now, that's a fun sight to see. Yana met me at the school entrance and grabbed me by the sleeve. Then she suddenly made me follow her towards the trees where shadows were thicker. What happened? You're acting suspiciously like a secret agent. I should be acting like a secret agent. She smiled and placed something into my palm. There you go. Alyssa told me to give you this. I checked 2 bright pieces of hard paper. Cinema tickets? Are you inviting me to the cinema? I never expected that. I mean, girls never invited me in nowhere. Not to mention alien girls. Yana gave me a faint sigh and indecipherable in the mumbles of aborigines. Finally, she shook her head. No, you idiots, for Kristina. Take Kristina to the cinema with you. I am not. You are inviting Kristina to the cinema today. Am I? Wow! Wouldn't have guessed. Well, obviously not. Alyssa told me you would be nervous if I had given them to you earlier than this. Also, we only got the tickets this morning. Yana, can I at least have some details? What's the cinema about? The movie, The Falling Star, is going to premiere on Saturday. I mingled with Kristina's company and gathered some information. Kristina wants to see this movie, but the tickets are already gone. If you invite her today, the probability of... Yana stopped talking and smiled. Wrong. This sounds like I'm a machine producing words. Alyssa told me to watch what I say. So if you invite her to watch this movie, she won't be able to say no. Yana, are the tickets genuine? They are. 2 hours ago, they were a part of the cinema. Oh. That sounds kind of grody, not gonna lie. They were a part of a cinema manager's body. They what? I thought the tickets. They obviously were not made of human skin. Does that mean that the manager is from their network? Suddenly, I decided I don't actually want to know how you get hard to find tickets if you want to watch the premiere, but Yana continued talking. When we were there to get the tickets, the manager told us that she's sacrificing them. Then she went away and got back with the tickets. Ah, I see. For a moment I thought, no matter. Look, it's just an expression. It means she felt grief because of the value of the tickets. I really thought it meant that she literally had to cut herself and give away her blood for these. I almost felt ashamed. She went silent for a moment, then something else came to her mind. Roma, Snowball is here with you, am I correct? Yes, it's here. Can you make sure that Snowball stays with you when you're inviting Kristina to the cinema? It has a recording device, and the quality is better when you are not recording through the wall. Yeah, and I'm already a fish out of water. Wait, you don't have to look for water. I'm not a fish. It's just another expression. Got it. What I meant, it's a little bit too much for me. I won't be able to perform for this recording device. You don't have to worry about that. I won't be able to see you or hear you. It's not a camera. It records your emotional background. Is that fine? Can you keep Snowball? I tried to leave it behind before, but it follows me around. Fine. I guess it's fine. Thank you. We have to stop talking. If Kristina sees us together, she may misunderstand the situation. Roger that. Communication session done. Agent below. Out. Yana looked at me with that special flicker in her eyes, as if she was looking through me and saw something inside. She even smiled. Go on. I'll go inside after you. Went up the stairs and into the classroom. Good morning. Kristina gave me a soft smile and turned away to continue talking with her friend. Everything as it was before. Yeah, I thought that something had changed. Because we spent time together yesterday, and we talked, and no. I never thought she'd rush to embrace me, but at least a couple of extra words on top of the usual, hello, how are you? I was too hasty with my judgment. When I sat and started pulling my textbooks out of the bag, Kristina stepped to my desk herself. She sat next to me on the closest chair. Roma, is Anya fine? Anya? Why wouldn't she be fine? I guess so. She should be at school. What happened? You don't know? About the greenhouse? The greenhouse? What's with that? Weird. I guess you should ask her. Kristina smiled. School greenhouse and a box full of glass. I heard that noise yesterday. It was like the glass panes were shattering. What happened there? Well, as Kristina knows, and I don't. After all, she is my sister. Okay, I'm positively scared now. Did she do something bad? You had no idea, yes? No, you have to ask her yourself. I just didn't know it was a secret. I hope she won't be mad at me if I talk to you about it. By the way, while we're at it, can I ask you for her phone number? I forgot to register it yesterday. Sure, just a second. I checked my contacts and found the right one. Here you go. Let's copy it. Kristina leaned forward and squinted her eyes and smiled. So cute. Can you make it larger? I made the contact photo open wide and fill the screen. Oh, we're going to get our ass beat for this one, aren't we? It was Anya's photo. In it, she was wearing cat ears and whiskers were painted on her face. Anya didn't exactly like this photo, but my dad and I both refused to delete it from our smartphones. And now I'm going to get my butt kicked. It's so adorable in this photo. How old is she here? It was in her third grade. She's 9 then. She was a cat in their school play, and she made the costume herself. That's skilled. Kristina lowered her voice. Roma, can you send me the picture? I'll add it alongside our number in the contact list too. That is, if you don't mind. I pictured Anya's face upon seeing her photo on Kristina's phone. That's it. I won't lose such an opportunity. I guess. Don't show it to Anya, she'll kick me in the guts. Hey, you can also add meowing noises to her calls. I can't risk it, but you can. That's a great idea. That's the idea of my ringtone. Okay, now that I've embarrassed myself, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying. I know I am. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Have a good one.